Bankruptcy stared me in the face. Or even worse. Of course, I was innocent. But what if I lost the case? I didn't have $1 million. I didn't have enough money for my defense even. Until I met Richard A. Golub, the singing lawyer. That's him in the middle. We made a deal. He'd represent me if I made a pop video of his new single. It was an offer I couldn't refuse.
Sentence you to hard labor, hard labor. Children, you're on death row or you're doing time. You're serving a man for a bogus crime. You can't make a local telephone call. You've been installed like a carpet, wall to wall. The world's got to know that my cause is to let you go. Because if you got the beat, I can put you back out on the street.
We shot the video in Sing Sing. No comment. Hoping for the best, I feared the worst. What if I lost the case and we were dispossessed, and forced to leave our humble cottage among the fells? A poignant sequence from William and Dorothy came to mind, which picture by picture mirrored our own situation.
Farewell, thou little nook of mountain ground, thou rocky corner in the lowest stair of that magnificent temple which doth bound one side of our whole vale with grandeur rare. Sweet garden orchard, eminently fair, the loveliest spot that man hath ever found. Farewell, we leave thee to heaven's peaceful care, thee and the cottage which thou dost surround. Dear spot, which we have watched with tender heed, bringing thee chosen plants and blossoms blown among the distant mountains, flower and weed, which thou hast taken to thee as thy own, making all kindness registered and known. Thou, for our sakes, though nature's child indeed, fair in thyself and beautiful alone, hast taken gifts which thou dost little need. O happy garden, whose seclusion deep hath been so friendly to industrious hours, and to soft slumbers, that did gently steep our spirits, carrying with them dreams of flowers and wild notes warbled among leafy bowers.
And if the verdict went against us, then we too would have to say goodbye to our little home and everything we held dear. Waiting for the jury to reach their verdict was sheer agony. Charge not proven. I'm free! Thank you, Richard A. Golub, for dancing for justice. May your pop single climb to the top of the charts and make you a star.
Because we want
Praise unto Allah. It was great to be home again, back in the old routine. And at the end of the day, reading the kids a bedtime story. Their favorite was The Lair of the White Worm, one of my many unmade screenplays. The Lair of the White Worm is a very British fairy tale of gallant knights, fair maidens, and vile dragons, with overtones of Fritz Lang Siegfried. And it was a fairy tale with a happy ending on the day an American company actually asked me to make it. They also asked me to make Salome's Last Dance, another very British subject, featuring Oscar Wilde. And then they stepped in where British angels had also feared to tread, Lawrence country. Why? Maybe they saw a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Who knows? So here I was once more, setting off on the path I'd first trodden 20 years earlier to make Dante's Inferno, with Oliver Reed reliving the Victorian nightmare. Sometimes I wonder if I'm not caught up in a recurring dream myself. How else explain the compulsion I have to return here? It's not the easiest of locations. Perhaps it's magic I'm after. Or am I just a hapless acolyte caught up in a forgotten ritual? For this is a pagan place. It's also a very potent place. Thanks, Sammy. Thanks, Paul. It's a wrap, everyone. 1 hour for lunch. Thanks, everyone.
What's in the next scene?
Scene 27.
Okay.
Well, was that all right for you?
Excellent. Very good.
10, 3, 5, and 15. 27. Off for a quick pint and then back to work. Films made on a low budget and tight schedule are tough going. By the end of the shoot, you begin to feel your age. What do you call an aging enfant terrible, I wonder? Perhaps they'll say I've grown up at last when they see the rainbow. After all, it's a classic story, quite restrained, not in the least outrageous. Simply a celebration of a young English girl's coming of age. A British picture Mum would have enjoyed. Perhaps it's time to get rid of this.
Ken, it's Melvin.
Hi!
How about doing a movie about yourself?
What a great idea!
It's about time we had a British picture on this show.
Well, of course it's going to be a straight documentary. What do you expect?
Come to weary, raise your eyes, see the sun in the sky. Here's a new day, come and laugh, bid your cares goodbye. Sing, brothers, and sing, sisters, holy thing today. And we'll all go riding on a rainbow to a new land.